Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. It is my 1-year anniversary since I started making videos about figures and manga on my channel. So excited to be here, and I'm so excited to reach this milestone with you. So thank you so much for being here with me. Today is gonna be my collection tour video. Finally, after 1 year, I think it is time to show you what I've been able to collect in the past 12 months. I also want to say a huge thank you to Buyee for being not only my first sponsor, but also for sponsoring this video and making a lot of my content possible. Check out my description for links to Buyee's website as well as some videos on how to use their service. Thank you so much again, Buyee. And yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at my collection. Let's go. All right, let's step into my room. Here it is. First up, next to the door, we have some art of Eurocamp. This is actually a clear file that I put into a frame, but I thought it looked pretty nice and I love the scene. Next to that, I have my bathroom, which we don't really need to look in there. So yeah. And then across that, I have my Log Horizon Season 1 wall scroll, which I loved. So that was my hallway, and this is the actual main part of my office slash collection room. Full dedication to anime in here. But next to my desk, I have my Eurocamp wall scroll. This is, I believe, the first wall scroll I ever purchased from AmiAmi. Under that, I have a pin board, and I have 2 plushies, one of King Poro, and the other is a cinema roll that I won in Japan. It's also very soft. I have this corkboard, which I painted myself with SpongeBob pins or underwater themed pins. And next to my desk, I have just like a little supply cabinet, I guess, with an acrylic stand of Eurocamp on top. And here is my desk, my computer desk, where I work from home, I edit my videos. Under my monitor, I have my infamous SpongeBob blind box figure. Now this is from a specific episode where he dresses up as a maid. Now the back side, it actually came like this. I didn't cut the fabric or anything, but I thought it was hilarious, and I love SpongeBob. So he has a place on my desk. Next to that, I have 2 Brem and Ram Nendoroids, which look adorable. And one of my favorite Nendoroids ever is the Umar-chan Nendoroid. I just love it so much. Next to that, I have some manga that I'm reading, and I have a little fake plant that I got from IKEA, my Dazai Nendoroid, and an acrylic standee of Zhongli from Genshin Impact. I thought it looked actually really nice, so I have it next to my desk. And then above my computer, I have my Kaguya-sama collection. So let's start with my wall scrolls. This is a mini wall scroll of maid version Hayasaka. And then I have Valentine's wall scroll that I opened in one of my videos, and a mini wall scroll of maid version Kaguya, which is super cute. There's my Kaguya Nendoroid, my Aniplex 1/7 scale of Chika, Miyuki Nendoroid, and Kaguya 1/7 scale from Aniplex as well as my Chika Nendoroid. Now these 2 Nendoroids, they are not the best quality, but they're still cute, so I keep them above my table. Here's my Ram Noodle Stopper, as well as my bunny version Chika. I'm saving a spot on the other side for my B-style Kaguya, which is on the way. Next to my desk, I have where I film most of my close-ups for my figures. So I have a tripod here, some additional lighting, and of course the rotating display stand, of which I could not live without. So yeah, I have a Genshin Impact wall scroll on this side I got from AmiAmi, looks awesome, as well as some Doki Doki Literature Club wall art. Directly behind the display stand, I like to keep the wall blank so as not to have any distractions when I am filming close-ups of the figures. And that was this side of my room. Moving on to the side by the window, this is where Snowflake likes to hang out. As you can see here, she's frequently up there enjoying the view. This is above my Kallax that I got from IKEA. Here I have a picture of Daisy, my Dragonite plush, and a picture of Buttons. Here are some keyboards that I like to swap in and out depending on, my mood. And then inside the Kallaxes themselves, here is a Vegeta that actually this was the first figure I ever got. It was a gift from one of my closest friends and it was unpainted, so that's why the paint looks super weird. I painted it myself actually on stream, and these were the colors that I had available at the time, just acrylic paints. But I have I Heart Mom tattooed, as well as a name tag, my name is Vegeta, because I thought he worked at Costco. At least that was a story I made for this Vegeta. Here's my Giyu prize figure and a prize figure of Supersonic Go. Next shelf over, I have some acrylic standees of Yona and Yae Sakura, as well as my SpongeBob collection. And then moving over to the next shelf over, I have all of my minifigures, so my blind box Genshin Impact, as well as my blind boxes of Danganronpa. And then at the bottom, I have a lot of my minifigures of League of Legends characters. So this is Ari in her Star Guardian form. I thought was super cute. Moving on to the last shelf of my Kallax, and if you're wondering, I just have canvases in the back because they usually come open on both sides. Here's my 1/7 scale of Neptune, which I love, and also I have my Danganronpa Collector's Edition Switch in the back and some additional minifigures in the front. Here is a box set of Assassination Classroom and a Suicune plushie on top. And next to that, I have some tiny Billy bookcases, which my bunnies like to sit on. So here is the Rem second version 1/4 scale by Freeing. I thought she turned out really cute, as well as this Ram version as well. Now Ram doesn't get a lot of figures and not a lot of great figures either in my opinion, but this one I really love of her and I love all the colors and I even like her expression and pose, so great job Freeing. And in front of them I have my Hestia 1/4 scale, also by Freeing. Love this bunny. And of course Lucy. I unboxed her I think in my previous video, but she is great, and as well as Alakis Klein 1/4 scale by Freeing. These are all Freeing bunnies by the way, but this one is beautiful. And the last bunny on this shelf is Callan's 1/4 scale. Moving into the actual bookcase itself, this first shelf has a lot of my shonen manga, as well as these two Nendoroids of Kageyama and Hinata from Haikyuu. I love them so much, they're so precious. Moving down, I have all my Attack on Titan manga, as well as some acrylic art. And then below that, I have more manga, as well as Vegeta Bulma and my Giyu Bandai Spirits figure. I don't think it's a prize figure, but it's a Figuarts figure. Now here, I accidentally assembled this the wrong way and I nailed the piece in the back, so I couldn't even take it out and fix it, unfortunately. Next shelf over, I like to keep all my similar colored spines together, and I also have an acrylic standee of Akatsuki. Above that are more my colorful spines of manga, as well as this Megumin Pop-Up Parade winter version, which I think looks really cute, and acrylic standee of Aqua. The last shelf is mostly blue and pink, and I have my Chobits manga there. And these are my two small Billies that I put together. Yeah, let's move over to the next section, which will be my first Detolf and my Nendoroid collection up on top. So starting with my Megumin, yep, I didn't know I was that close to her, but this is my Megumin Academy version Nendoroid and my Yui Yuigahama from Snafu. Below them, I have my Rider Nendoroid from the Fate series, Albedo's Nendoroid, which is really cute, and Purple Heart. I love the wings. Bottom shelf, I have my Makomo, Nezuko, which was the first Nendoroid I ever got, and Exia from Arknights. Now I didn't unbox this in one of my videos, but I was really excited to find her, and I think this Nendoroid turned out so cute. I love the halo, I love the wings, I love the apple pie that she's holding. This one is a great one. Now opening up the Detolf, let's take a look at my first shelf. This is Nadeshko from Fat 1/7 scale. I love this figure so much. And next to that, one of my another favorites, this is Chino from Is the Order a Rabbit? And I think this is definitely one of the most beautiful figures that I own. It is so dynamic, it is so colorful, and just all of the details on this figure is so amazing. There's always something new to look at, I feel like, and I think that is really rare, and especially for the price that I got it on Mandarake, great. This is my 1/10 scale from Altar of Rin. I love this figure, one of the best purchases I made through Buyee for sure. And next to her, I have my Enna Nendoroid and my 1/7 scale Aoi Inuyama from Wing. Also another precious figure. Now this was my top shelf and probably my favorite shelf in my collection, but let's move on to the second shelf. These are my 1/4 scale Azur Lane figures from Mimoyoi, and this is Prince of Wales and Duke of York, both very beautiful, very detailed, and I'm really excited to see all the other figures that Mimoyoi is going to come out with in the 1/4 scale line. And moving down to my Pokemon shelf, we have May with Mudkip. Now all of the top row is going to be by Kotobukiya, but that's my 1/8 scale. This is my N and Zorora, as well as my Gloria and Sobble 1/8 scale. Moving down, I have Lily's Nendoroid. Now she usually wears a hat, but I just displayed her without it in the Detolf. Now she was the first purchase I ever made through Buyee, and once I got her in, I knew Buyee was a keeper. Here is Steenie and Mallow, a minifigure, and then I have my Lana Nendoroid. Down to the final shelf, I have my Demon Slayer collection. This is Giyu from Kotobukiya, another 1/8 scale. This one seems pretty big for 1/8, and I'm not complaining. He looks fantastic. Next to him, I have Rengoku, 1/8 scale as well, amazing. In front of them, I have my Inosuke Nendoroid, chomping away, as well as the first figure I ever purchased for myself, a prize figure of Nezuko. And that concludes it for my first Detolf. Let's move on to my Billy bookcase. Now this is a regular Billy bookcase with some Augsburg glass doors, which I love and I think elevates the look of the bookcase. Let's start with the top shelf, my tea time shelf. Now this is Beatrice, 1/7 scale from Kadokawa. I love how she's holding Puck and her face with her eyes, so cute. Next to her, we have this table and the Amelia that comes with the table from Kadokawa, also 1/7 scale. Next to her, we have Rize's Nendoroid and my Levi from Union Creative, I believe. I really love this chair. It is so detailed, and of course, Levi looks great too. I love that he's holding the teacup in his signature pose. And next to that, we have Echidna's Nendoroid. Moving down to the shelf below, we have a figure of Paimon from MiHoYo, as well as my light colored spines of manga. And then we have my bunny shelf. This is one of my favorite bunnies for sure, a 1/4 scale from Freeing of Purple Heart, one of the most beautiful like color scheme and suits that I think I've seen from the bunny figure line. Next to her, we have Homura's bunny. Now, I also did not unbox this, so here is a closer look at Homura's 1/4 scale from Freeing. She is so beautiful. I love the way her hair is so flowy and dynamic behind her, as well as the very beautiful pearlescent light purple color of her dress and the little under part of her dress with the frills and the lacing. I think they really nailed her face because she is more of a reserved character and she really looks like that here. And next to her, of course, we have Marika's bunny, and I love these two because I think these outfits are more age appropriate for these characters. So cute. And we have Mafuyu Kirisu from We Never Learn to round out my bunnies on this shelf. Also really cute. Moving down below, I have my more colorful spines and my 2 aqua Nendoroids. We have some acrylic standees from Kaguya-sama and a Year Camp minifigure. I have my sitting bunnies on this shelf along with, this is not a bunny, but I have Kyo sitting here until I have another sitting bunny I could put here instead. But there's Kyo from Kotobukiya, Chiaki from Danganronpa, also one of my favorite core scale bunnies. And next to her, I recently found this Kyoko bunny version from a user on my figure collection. Now she came in decent condition, but for whatever reason, like the back of her hair, it's like pushing against her glove. So I'm a little bit worried about that in the long term, but at least you can't see it when she is facing the proper direction. And finally, we have Raphtalia's 1/4 scale beautiful color suit. Below her, yes, that is another bunny. I have my CC bunny, and the reason I have her on top of my fruits basket collection is just because she has a great backside, but I don't want to be staring at it all day, so she's kind of just tucked away there. On top, I have some plushies that I won in Japan of Harry the Hedgehog and Morgana. Next to that, let's move on to Detolf number 2 and my Nendoroid collection, Makoto. I have the Hanako Nendoroid, one of my favorites, as well as Megumi from Jujutsu Kaisen. Next level down, we have Sabito and Tanjiro's selection version. And then we have my Hunter x Hunter ones with Killua, Gon, as well as Kurapika, one of my favorite characters from the show. And then guarding everyone is Levi, of course. Those are my male Nendoroids. Let's take a look inside this Detolf. We have Yae Sakura on top and in the back. Such a beautiful 1/7 scale by Apex. Next to her, we have Darkness's 1/7 scale by Karakawa, the Oiran version. Also a very stunning figure. I love her expression. And then of course we have the 1/7 scale Miku by Maithos, one of the most beautiful figures that I've ever seen. She is stunning. Moving down to my Konosuba shelf, I have my 1/7 scale from Eastream of Megumin's explosion version. Definitely an explosion happening right now. This is so dynamic. I love this figure so much. And we have Darkness's Nendoroid with her cabbages. As well as Aqua's Pop-Up Parade, which I think this is my favorite Pop-Up Parade that I have seen to date. She has such beautiful flowing hair that is sculpted really nicely. I think the paint, the colors, even the translucent part on her skirt, really well done for a Pop-Up Parade. Moving on down, we have my Danganronpa collection. So I have Kyosuke Munekata's prize figure from Furyu. I think this was opened in the first video I ever made on this channel, but I love him. And we have the 1/8 scale from Kotobukiya of Nagito. And we have Hajime on the other side, and both of these figures complement each other really nicely. These are the male Danganronpa figures I have so far, and under them I have Kyoko's 1/8 scale from Fat Company, one of the coolest bases I've ever seen. Still waiting for Chiaki, but here is a Monami Nendoroid, as well as my Monokuma Nendoroid ready to hit that button. And the bottom shelf, I have not the most cohesive collection here, so it's going to be moved around, but so far I have my Megumin prize figure of the chocolate version, really cute. Next to her I have my 1/7 scale Academy Megumin from Karakawa as well. Very beautiful colors. In front of them I have my 1/7 scale Wonderful Works figure of Ryza from Atelier Ryza. And I have my 1/8 scale Kotobukiya figure of Miku with her bonus faceplate, super cute. And I have a prize figure of Izuru Kamakura from Danganronpa. This is a really interesting figure because the hair is so cool, like the way they sculpted it. I wish I could display it with the hair more visible, to be honest, but yeah, I think they did a really great job with this prize figure. Some of these Danganronpa prize figures I think are even cooler than the scales. But yeah, this one I snagged off of a user on my figure collection and I love it. And that was my second Detolf. And if you notice, I have a new Detolf that I purchased to start adding my pre-orders from 2022. So you will slowly start to see this fill up. But I also have to install some of these lights that I have from Amazon. It's not really hard just because these are sticky, so I just put them around the edges like this one here. And yeah, excited to get this filled up. Next to my Detolfs, I have this wall scroll of Levi looking really nice. I will have to say he's definitely one of my favorite characters, and yeah, I'll stop there. In front of that, I just have some additional boxes that I have to open, of course. And yeah, that was the collection side of my office space. Here is my closet. So what do I do with all my boxes? Well, most of my Nendoroid boxes live in here, as you can see, and I have some unopened figures at the bottom. I also have my B-style boxes up on top, and the rest I have in a storage container that comes with our unit, which is really nice. Here's my SpongeBob bag, and yep, nothing else to see in there. I have my wall scroll of Arknights on this side of the wall. I think they did such a beautiful job with this. It came from a limited time event, but really happy with how this wall scroll turned out, and it fits so nicely, I feel like, on this side of my room. And we are back at the beginning. Here's my dog Stitch, who was patiently waiting the whole time. And let's say a final goodbye to Snowflake as well. She's tired. Well, that was my room. I'm gonna be changing it up a lot, but thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed it. What an adventure we have been through on this channel. I never thought I would have a room like this, and I never thought I would be able to fill it with things that I love. So I'm just so excited to see how my collection has developed over this year. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much again, Buyee, for sponsoring this video. I will be back next time with more figure and manga and anime related content. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.